Hi, everybody. My name is Max Gennon. I am the regional lead for North America of the Student Alumni Advisory Council of the Global MDP. I'm also an MDP student at Harvard University, and I am very honored to be presenting here at the 17th Annual Global MDP Summit in Milan. And I thank you, Dr. Lucia Rodriguez, for inviting me to speak to you all about the work that we do. So to give you a little bit about the Global Saac and what we run, we were founded in 2014, and our essential goal is to serve as the voice of MDP students and alumni globally. We want to make sure that students feel connected in alumni and that there is this feedback flow between our programs, our association, and student needs. And to give you an overview of our structure, we have 3 different levels of governance and collaboration that allow us to foster community, conduct our activities, and connect globally. As you could see, we have a global chair and secretariat. They manage and steer the SAC overall, and they are also the ones responsible for leading any of our global initiatives, such as the summit that you're attending or the recent challenge that I will speak to later. Then we have our regional level where I'm at. We have one representative per region. They coordinate the regional interests, aka the universities that are under their umbrella, and also provide input to any MDP activities at those universities, but also in turn with student needs. And then we have a local level, which is 1 to 3 reps per MDP university. And these are student representatives at their universities that are part of the MDP network that gather and share that feedback. And they also support our programming in coordinating with regional leads. And this is a call out to all of you attending, as you're all program directors and any students watching as well. We definitely need more reps at the local level across all the universities, across all the leads. So we encourage you to reach out to your program directors, but also to reach out to Lucia as well at the Global MDP SAC, so we can connect you with regional leads and you can start getting involved in our work. This is our leadership team. As you can see, this is the current team. This is Namdi, who is our global chair. We have Shope, who is the regional lead for Africa, Adolfo, the regional lead for Caribbean and Latin America, Joe for East Asia, Avilshla for Europe, me for North America, and Anushka for South Asia. As some of these have graduated or moved on, we certainly also need regional leads. So if any of you are interested, please put your candidacy in the draw and also reach out to Namdi or Lucia. So to speak to what we do, because you might wonder, we kind of put our work into 2 buckets between empowering MD peers and driving global impact. Obviously, our work is within development, so we make sure that we offer students and alumni global representation and visibility opportunities. We want to amplify their voices and their interests in the capacity that we can across our network, but also in the work that we do as SAC, and foster a sense of community. As we're so global between time zones, different universities, different areas of focus, we definitely want to make sure that there is a community online globally, but also on the ground. And in driving global impact, we focus on skill building and research, SDG innovation and fieldwork, global collaborations, and promoting MDP brand to employers and partners. And I will speak to some of those initiatives coming up shortly. So one of such initiatives that we try to do are master classes, as you could see them on your screen right there. The point of these master classes is to act as a complement to the global classroom of the global MDP. And we want to make sure that there's exclusive access to these field experts on very specific development skills, as you could see on your screen. They are open to MDP affiliates and enthusiasts as well, as we believe in open access learning and in the field of SDG attainment. They're online and they're accessible in 23 countries, and we've had participation pretty much from nearly every country. And uniquely, these experts share their contact information, and we record some of the sessions as well based on the expert preference. So you can sometimes mingle with field experts in their fields and gain that sort of access and knowledge very intimately. And these for this year have been run in partnership with the Harvard MDP Society. Yep. Speaking to our global impact, here's our international representation and the work that we have done. I'm going to go through things from left to right. So starting on your top left corner, As you could see, we opened up the opportunity to send a global MDP delegate to the Summit of the Future. This was back in early September. As you could see, the MDP delegate, he's right there. That is Timothy Crincoli. He graduated last year from the University of Waterloo in their MDP program, and he attended alongside myself. You can see him at the bottom right corner there, standing in the UNGA. Then following that poster, keeping to your left as well, we have some work happening on the ground with Development Practitioners Without Borders. This is an agency that is being set up in Nigeria to offer us development practitioners something akin to an NGO. It's being run by our global chair, Namdi. At the top right corner, you see the Miami-Dade Model UN. We try to also participate in any sort of regional high school level multilateral engagements that we can. That was one such initiative where the secretariat went. We also get invited to different conferences and opportunities for MDPers. I was invited to the Vatican Youth Symposium. This is a symposium of global change makers. You could see me there on the right-hand side. Again, I was there in the capacity of representing the MDP. And also we have some events, like you have a Model UN happening at a local level in Nigeria, and then right in the middle of the screen. And we also coordinated a climate social during UN Climate Week, the Summit of the Future, and the signing of the UNGA in the fall of last year in collaboration with a few clubs and some universities. Now speaking to our global challenge that was recently launched. It was launched in 2024 by the global MDP Saac. It had within it about 60 plus students express interest from 15 programs in 13 countries, and they formed multinational teams. The teams were asked to respond to an SDG themed request for proposal across 5 key themes. They were designed to be able to, put your skills to the test and also showcase how it would be working in the development field should you have to submit any grants or proposals for funding or run a project, which is a great deal of development work. The proposals were then evaluated by evaluation experts and development practitioners in the field from the World Bank, the Global Environment Facility, and academic consortia from the Global MDP Association. We really wanted to present this as an opportunity to move from theory, which is what we're taught in our programs and in the classroom, to real action where we can put together real skills, real world solutions, and actually implement these teams of studies in the field. And this initiative has empowered us to think creatively and collaboratively across cultures, is what one MDP participant in the Global Challenge said. So to speak to some of this impact, I wanted to highlight these are our finalists, as you could see on the right hand of your screen. We have the Agri-Adapt innovators going from left to right at the top left. They focus their project on Sierra Leone, particularly on sustainable agriculture, climate technology, and gender equity to improve food security shortages given the drought in Sierra Leone. Then going downwards to Global Synergy Alliance, they focused their proposal on Botswana, particularly urban water security through floodwater harvesting and community-led solutions, focusing on the recent floods that happened in Botswana. If you go to the top right, that is Team Save, which focused on landslide mitigation using agroforestry, afforestation, and traditional farming to mitigate a lot of landslides that have been taking place throughout India. And our winners were ultimately Team Unity 1, who focused on flood-resistant housing, digital learning, and mobile clinics to reduce poverty in Sabah, Malaysia. And as you can see, we have a very global team that won. And this was a very competitive proposal that our judges noted across the World Bank was very competitive and field ready to be implemented. So upcoming to this global challenge, we will actually be continuing it for the next 2 years. Thanks to the support of the Leopold Bachmann Foundation. They have given us the ability to award scholarships to Colombian and South African teams to implement their solutions in the field, especially those that are resource-stricken financially, and they will get this prize money to implement their ideas. And also upcoming, we have our paper series. we are launching a series to amplify MDP scholarship with MDP faculty support and review. They're going to get the opportunity to edit, review, and publishing support for the next fall. So thank you very, very much for your attention. If you'd like to get in touch, you have my email down there, my LinkedIn and Instagram. I can always point you in the right direction. The other thing that's not on this screen is our email for the Global MDP Saac. It is global MDP Saac at unsdsn.org. And you can definitely send an email, but it would be best if you send me an email or head to your program directors as well, where you can find out how to get involved should you so choose. But thank you all for listening and have a lovely rest of your summer and day or month or week or whatever you're all doing. Thank you.